What's going on, guys? Bro, I go first. This is my idea.
I will get my whip. I will whip you.
What? Mother, you? Oh, whip. Chedic, come on, man. Listen, you haven't whipped anything in your life.
Do you really think that's true?
Do you play those games? Do you play those games in the bedroom?
I don't. Those games.
Oh.
You know what?
Things you don't need to know about Chedic, ladies and gentlemen.
I do have a whip in my house.
What? Who has a whip in their house?
Don't judge.
What's up, guys? We're doing a tier list review, meme review for you guys.
Actually, we're king shaming Chedic. That's what's happening right now.
Well, I mean that comes with the territory of reviews, right? So we're bringing you a review. We planned on doing a couple of these. The first one we're doing is soldiers, and the video is going to be kind of long. And just throwing this out there, guess what? It's our fucking opinions. Mainly, some things are going to be backed up by factual math and stuff, and just things don't work, but for the most of this, it's our opinions. Just the criteria, since the video is going to be a little bit longer, we're going to go over it really fast. The ground rules are, we're going to start off with an A hero, and then we're going to work our way up and down from there. We're looking at the commander perk, the standard perk, if you need individual weapons or specific weapons, and their base kits, and just how they perform overall as an individual hero. We're going to talk about some loadouts here or there when applicable, but not really. We're just trying to base it off the commander perk. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna pass it to Chedic, and he's gonna start us off with an A-list hero. Go ahead, Chedic.
Thanks, Carrie Streamer. All right, so for an A tier hero, for a solid A tier hero, I think would be assault damage, because she boosts SMGs and assault rifles 50% in the commander and 17% in the support. She's pretty standard issue, but she's just very good and very average overall. So I'll be putting her in the A tier, and I know TikTak agrees with me because this is the 4th time we recorded it. His fault, not mine.
Yeah, right.
And
bro, that chair.
Come on, please don't bully the chair. The chair didn't do anything to you. Now take care of escape artist. Go for it.
Okay, so yes, I agree on assault damage. It's very, most people use assault rifles anyway in the game. Escape artist, architect Havok. Is that how you pronounce that? I think that's right. It's Havok.
When did you graduate?
At least I don't think SH goes at the end of Sears, whatever the hell you said. Oh, never mind.
An alphabet. Okay,
listen. All right, so it's escape artist. What he does is he gives you 145 armor on shockwave plus 40% run speed for 8 seconds. It's okay, but you wouldn't really use it as a commander perk. There's definitely better ones, especially if you want to make a specific meme build, and that's where I think about putting him. My main issue with this dude, he's probably the coolest looking character in the game, or at least one of them.
He does have use in certain situations, but those certain situations are very niche. You can actually build them with short fuse, because we were talking about that for a bit.
Right.
So it might be very fun to play around with, but like you wouldn't see a lot of results.
Right.
So definitely a meme hero.
I agree. Meme hero, 100%. There's that. If you want to if you're looking for like, a better character in the meme review tier, there's better heroes to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
as a commander.
Plus, how does he see out of all those goggles? It doesn't make sense. Alright, Rucksack, where are you at? Battlehound Jonesy. Increases frag grenade maximum charges by 1 in the support, and frag grenade maximum charges by 4 in the commander. Garbage.
Trash.
I think this hero is garbage.
Trash.
I don't need that many grenades. We already got 4 standard issue. And in most engagements, 4 grenades is all it'll take.
And not only that, to make them even more like valuable, you have to bring, what is it, keep out, right? Is that what it's called?
Not even just keep out, like energy reducing perks, so you can actually use all 8 grenades. By the time you throw 4 grenades, you run out of energy when you throw your 3rd grenade. So then you'll have to wait for your energy to regenerate. And by the time your energy regenerates, you're probably gonna like the fight's done, or you're gonna be like, I have another grenade already. So it's like, what's the point?
I agree. He's complete trash.
He's garbage.
I even think like on a meme build, he's trash. Like you can't even grenades as themselves. We've tried it. It's terrible. I'm putting him in tank tier. Fuck this guy. He sucks. Fuck him. All right, short fuse plus. All right, short fuse from Berserker Renegade. What he does is, as a commander perk, when your shield depletes, it resets shockwave cooldown. Next use of shockwave costs 0 energy. As a commander, He's trash. Anything with energy reduction in this game is complete and utter shit. It really needs a rework, and sadly, that does not help this guy. However, as a standard perk, I think he's okay, at least enough to go into a shockwave kind of build, like a meme build if you're running shockwave, not as your commander, but he's definitely usable in a support slot. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think you're right. I totally wasn't messing around with my calculator. Short fuse. He definitely would be fun with escape artists, and I definitely, like I was saying earlier, he'd be fun to play around with escape artists. I definitely want to try that out.
Go ahead.
Right, so ain't done yet. Increases go in commando duration by 5 seconds and increases go in commando duration by 20 seconds in the commander. I will never use this hero in any situation whatsoever. I won't use him in the Storm King. I won't use him in Frost Knight. I won't use her in missions. I won't use her anywhere unless I'm coming in the mission to straight meme on people. If I'm going, by the time I kill a Smasher with going commando, I'll still have another 26 seconds on my going commando. Definitely a meme, a meme tier hero. What do you think?
I think that I just realized this is a character I actually don't have. I don't have this hero at all, and I think it'd be. I think
playing the game since beta, boys.
Yeah, meme review, definitely meme review. Like if you want to make a going commando thing, sure, but there's definitely, even as a commander perk, there's definitely better ones.
You get the best hero in the fucking game to review. That's great.
All right, battle beat, worst hero in the game.
Tank tier.
Tank tier. The worst. I can't find her. Tank tier. What is her name? Breakbeat. What is her name? I've never used her. I've never used her.
What? That makes no sense.
Oh, that's why I can't find her. That's why I can't find her.
All right, Breakbeat Wildcat. Eliminating 10 enemies and
Emily's?
Lemonies grants Rock and Riff. Rock and Riff increases damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%. Decays over 8 seconds, and then force enemies in the commander.
Okay, I think she's ultra plus. She's in almost every single one of my builds. I don't use her as a commander, but even so, using her as a commander is fantastic.
I think Joey's the only one who does that.
Right, but literally, like every one of my builds, it's her and wafers. Like, because it provides so much extra damage. It's even better on a melee class. It's one of the best heroes in the entire game. Support, commander, doesn't matter. What's her name?
Breakbeat Wildcat.
All right.
Fun fact, triggers off traps.
Yes, that's another thing. It also triggers off traps, and all you have to do is kill 10 Emilys, and you're good.
Buckle. Dealing sword damage increases pistol damage by 22% for 6 seconds, or 65% in the commander. I'm not doing that. I'm not using the sword to increase my pistol damage. That's like, it's very pirate themed. It's like the developers like, I want to put a meme in the game. But like, we can't even put this in meme review because it's so garbage. I'm putting him in trash tier.
He's trash tier. And here's my input on that, is that they want us to use like multiple weapons, and like, it's a cool concept, I'll give it that. But the game doesn't work like that. You're not playing a hero loadout. Yeah, you're not playing a soldier and bringing a sword. Like, that's like, you're buffing your assault rifle damage or your sniper or whatever. You know, you're not bringing a damn sword. Cool concept.
Too many better alternatives.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck trash. Critical blast on, what's this guy? Buckshot Raptor.
This is rigged. This is rigged.
I'm getting all the
good ones. This is actually rigged.
Critical blast gives you 225% extra critical hit damage. The meta of the current game, until they change something, is always running crit chance and crit damage. Sure, you can run other stuff, but why? And I think he's S tier. I think
he's S tier too. I wanted to put him in ultra, but I was like, you still have to factor in crit hit chance. But in hero builds, he definitely, with like totally rocking out, he could definitely be an ultra tier.
Yeah, but you can't use them on every build. Like, you wouldn't stick that in a ninja build. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So for a fact, definitely an S tier hero.
I agree. All right, you got an awesome hero coming up. Go ahead. Break this down for us.
Oh yeah, let me break down the math for you. Shockwave drops 3 egg bombs, which deal 54 base damage to nearby enemies, and then a commander does 162. So, quick maths, this would probably do 170k per egg if you're with 4 players in a high level mission. So like what, 510 on one thing. So it's not the worst thing, but I wouldn't say it's either meme or clown. It's like actually pretty viable as a commander for like with that much damage. Like, if you wanted me to do the quick math, I'm definitely gonna do this for my video. That's the snap. That's the math, boys. And I do that. You're gonna hear a lot of snapping in here. I hope you like that. I hope you like ah, fuck, that hurt. I snapped too hard. My fingers are too moist. But yeah, she's definitely a decent hero. If I do the math and show you, it's a decent damage.
All right, listen. Let me know what she hits for. Let me know. Let me know what those.
I'll let you know.
Because here's what I think about this this hero. She has one of the highest scaling abilities in the entire game. What did you say it was? 162?
162, yeah.
All right,
so she has one of the highest.
That's one of the highest scaling abilities in the game. The issue is, in my opinion, is that there are better characters to bring, even with a meme build kind of going on. You have to play her as commander for those perks, but that perk doesn't outweigh what you can get by playing Renegade Trooper, which is cooldown reduction. So I'm having a really hard time placing her because her stats on paper make her very good, but the actual perk, and plus one of those eggs has to hit. It has to, otherwise it's completely useless.
Yeah, it doesn't look that good.
I
did some quick math. Like alone, it does like 100k. It's not bad though. But if the eggs don't hit, because Shockwave will knock back, right?
Yeah, it'll knock back. Like if the eggs don't hit, she's completely useless. You only have 3 of them, and it's on a 25-second cooldown. I mean, I guess you could. I think meme. I really do. I think I know who I want to put in B, at least for like the Shockwave thing. But I'll leave it up to you. But I think meme.
You know what? We're gonna go with meme. Honestly, it's just like because I feel like the eggs won't hit as much because like most of the time the Shockwave would just kill off the husk.
Right.
And you're just gonna use it on a smasher, and then the smasher's gonna be like,
and then you have to. Right. You're only gonna hit one. There's no way to hit all 3 eggs. If there was a way to hit all 3 eggs, it would be 100% viable. All right, now we have Carbide. Zip and Zap. Lefty and righty applies Affliction, which deals 26 base energy damage per second for 3 seconds. Lefty and righty uses Space Pistols, which fire piercing and bouncing lasers. By the sound that you made, I'm assuming you don't think this perk is good, but I'm here to change your mind. Zip and Zap is fantastic for an ability-based soldier build. If you want to bring, if for some reason amongst the heavens that you want to play a lefty and righty build, Zip and Zap is the way to go. Who's better than Zip and Zap? Who has a bet? Maybe Raven. Maybe.
The only other option is Raven. What do you mean maybe Raven?
What do you mean?
Who else is gonna have
Evelyn?
It's a cooldown hero.
No, so what? She's still focused on lefty and righty.
No other hero that can actually fight Zip and Zap besides Raven. And I think Raven's is better. But Zip and Zap, I don't think he's that good. I'm definitely gonna say meme. I'll do some math real quick and show you how much. Does it bounce off walls like the Space Invader?
It does. It does. And it pierces all shots. Oh.
B. I'll put him B.
All right, cool. I agree. Because if you're playing lefty and righty, this is definitely a character you're using. You know, him or, you know, the other guy we'll get to. Damn, you got all the good characters. Go ahead.
Yeah, right? I got the best ones. Increases Warcry radius by 25%. And increases Warcry radius by 75% in the you know, this is why I think people are asking me if I'm gay in the comments. Increases Warcry radius by 75% in the Commander perk. I think this is actually pretty viable, but not at all. Because like most of the time if you're using Warcry, you're probably next to your teammates anyways. So it's just like with good coordination, you can make this hero essentially useless. So I say tank tier.
I say tank tier as well. I've never used him once in my entire life. He's just not good. He's just not a good character. There's no reason to play him over any of the other Warcry buffs you could possibly even like imagine bringing. There's just no reason to use.
Yeah, you just just be like, hey, yo, I'm popping Warcry in 3 seconds, pull up, and then.
But yeah, plus the radius is huge as is. Yeah, he's complete. He's trash. All right, next up, Chromium Ramirez. Reloads with an empty magazine are 50% faster and regenerate 13.5% of your shield over 3 seconds. You read that
too fast. Run that back.
No. See, the reason why is because I'm throwing her in tank tier. She used to be one of my favorite characters in the game, and she was in every single one of my support builds, every single one. Because when they first brought in the thing, her reload buff went on even in support. So what she does is reloads with an empty magazine are 50% faster, so you're getting a 50% reload speed buff, and regenerates 13.5% of your shield. If you play her as commander, that's what you get. on support, all you get is 13.5% shield regeneration over 3 seconds. It is trash. It is terrible. Even on single shot weapons. There's so many other better things you can bring.
As a commander, though, that 50% reload speed's pretty good, but it really depends on the situation.
Yeah, but would you use her? Have you ever used her? Let's be honest. Have you ever used her?
If her reload speed perk was on standard, probably always.
Always. If it was, but it's
not.
But it's not.
And because of the better alternatives, I would say tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it was support, absolutely either A or A.
Or even if they gave you 25% reload. And
like a smaller percent,
a smallish percentage, which they should have, in my opinion. I would give her a buff to at least meme, but no. Tank tier it is. Go ahead. Another great character you got. Go ahead.
Actually, this one's actually really good. Colonel Wildcat actually has to pull her out the collection book. Decreases Warcry cooldown by 17% and 38% in the collection, in the commander. Now, quick math, I think that's around 8 seconds in support and 15 seconds in commander, which isn't bad. Makes Warcry, I think this hero is solid A, like 25 seconds in commander, solid A tier. But if you need Warcry that much, but if you don't, then B.
Right.
So like,
if you want to bring, like, she's one of the better ones to bring for Warcry. Warcry in itself is a good ability. So yeah, I could see A. She's also, since she's a soldier, she gets.
I think B.
B?
What's her? Yeah, because it's like, it's not very many situations in the game where you need to use it anymore. Since Frost Knight is now nerfed, no reason in endurance, and in regular missions, you're probably just gonna like not use Warcry in the first place. Like, name an average player that uses Warcry.
I mean, it does happen, but no one's playing a Warcry hero. You're right.
So it's like, so B, just because of like how underused she is. But like her ability is solid. I definitely would use it, but she's just not, she's not a meme because she's good. She's not a tank because she's good. She's not A because it's not that good. I definitely won't run her in commander, so you're only gonna get like 8 seconds off. So it's like. And now, going again, your turn.
Going again, Commando Spitfire. What he does is decreases going commando cooldown by 66% in command and by 30% in support. In my opinion, I would like to put him in A, probably A. Isn't this the character?
6%.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, right? What is it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
What is it on? He's one of the best heroes you can run if you want to run a going commando perk. It's 100 seconds cooldown.
100 seconds, so literally 30. It's literally 32 seconds. Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid perk.
With the ability buff, going commando does a decent amount of damage. You can definitely. Where did we stick leadership? B, right? Yeah.
B. So he's definitely A because his cooldown is just so much more.
It's so ridiculous. Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I brought up the point on Reddit once where they really need to buff the individual perks of the weapons because cooldown usually trumps everything. Being able to use a minigun every 33 seconds instead of every 100 seconds is gonna end up with more DPS. Plus, if the storm rotates and you like whip out your minigun, if you whip out your minigun and the storm rotates, then you're dead in the water for 100 seconds. Being able to do it again, especially if your entire build is based off that minigun, is going, to be very helpful. You know what I mean?
All right. So crack shot, mad tidings. Ooh, as much as I want to put this in the trash tier, I just want to piss you off with that. I just want to piss you off with him. I know he's a good hero.
Bro, he's one of the best heroes in the game.
Very dependent on what weapon you run. Imagine if you're using a sniper, this hero is garbage. If you're using an AR without a magazine perk, this tier will literally not get his full perk used, so he's average. Using a gun like the mythic Storm King AR, he's insane. So it really depends on what gun you use. So this hero is more of a late game character to use. So like if you're like, just starting this game, this hero's nothing to you. You shouldn't even consider him. You should use other heroes like something else. But this hero, solid S tier in my opinion, not ultra, because it really depends on what kind of weaponry you have.
I mean, I wouldn't give him. He's one of my favorite characters in the game, and with the right weaponry, you absolutely melt things. If you can have the right weapons, his damage is absolutely ridiculous. It's nuts.
So yeah, if you have like the best weapons in the game, ultra tier, but not like considering the player base, not everyone has the best weapons in the game. most of the time, like the best thing you'll get naturally is the Mercury LMG for this hero. And then even then you only have those 50 shots of 100 damage, while other heroes provide that consistent damage all the time. Right. So solid S tier.
Oh, and another thing that ruins him is any kind of action besides just shooting takes away the buff. So if you're building, that does it. Pulling out to another weapon, that does it. Using an ability, that does it. Everything in the game, as soon as you switch to anything, it takes away the buff. Sorry for the swift kick in the nutcracker right there, but we got to end the video. It's way too long. The original cut for this video was over an hour, like an hour and 2 minutes or something along those lines, and I did my best to condense it down, get through all the bullshit that we were talking about, and got it to about 40 minutes, but that's still too long. I don't have 40 minutes to watch a video, so most likely you guys don't have 40 minutes to watch a video, but 20 minutes, that's a lot more doable. There's a lot of information here and a lot of stuff, and 2 people's opinion per thing. It's a lot of information, and we both have completely different play styles. I may think something's great, while he may think it sucks, and I think that gets shown in the video. But the next one will be out tomorrow morning, the exact same time this one released. Make sure to go there and check out that one too to finish off the list of soldiers. Also, jump down in the comments section while you're waiting and let me know what you think. I'm very curious to see if you think we got it right, did we get it wrong, or are we somewhere in the middle? Stay tuned for the new video tomorrow, same time. Also, Chedic's information will be down in the description below, his Twitch and his YouTube. He does both. Make sure to go over there and send him a little bit of love. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for part 2. TikTak out.